I rise today to report 1 million missing paychecks. That's the number of people who've lost their jobs since February and have not been hired back. We have the highest unemployment in the G7. The US, UK, France, Italy, Japan, Germany, they all had COVID too, but they have lower unemployment than we do. Mr. Speaker, when will this government recognize that their plan to impose austerity on private sector mines and small businesses is not working?
The Honourable Deputy Prime Minister.
Mr. Speaker, the economic support we have been providing to Canadians during the pandemic has not only prevented a great deal of human misery, it is also driving our economic recovery. And you don't need to take my word for it. I quote, "Federal government income support programs have so far been paramount for averting the delinquency tsunami and protecting the economy." TD economist Ksenia Bushmianova.
Full member for Carleton.
Oh yes, the bankers are very happy.
Yeah.
They're making all kinds of money these days, Mr. Speaker. But you know who's not happy? The million working class people who no longer have jobs.
Yes.
Who had to come home and sit at the kitchen table with their spouse and say, honey, I no longer have work or a paycheck and I don't know what we're going to do. No government program can replace the mighty force of our 20 million workers, the power of a paycheck. When will this government get out of the way and let our workers get back into jobs?
The Honourable Deputy Prime Minister.
Mr. Speaker, let me remind the member for Carleton and all Canadians what he said on March 8th when asked about what support the government should offer to those very Canadians hurt by the pandemic. I quote, "You may want to address COVID-19 with big, fat government programs. We're conservatives. We don't believe in that. Our government chose to support Canadians, and we are proud of it. I hate to imagine what the Conservatives would have done had they been elected in 2020.
Honourable member for Carleton.
Well, there you go. They believe that big fat government programs can replace the dignity and productivity of a job. Everyday Canadians actually want the opportunity to work. That is the only thing that will permanently put food on the table and provide the wealth necessary to fund our cherished social safety net. This government has the worst jobs record in the G7, 1/3 higher unemployment than across the OECD. Wow. When will they acknowledge that their plan is just not working?